Welcome to Information Processing 2100, Topic 2.6, Columns. So we're going to be looking at how to create columns within your text. So in Google Docs, we go Format, and then in Columns, we can easily click for 2 or 3 column options. In this case, that is put our title, which was on a dedicated page, squeezed into column 1. Our table of contents and headings in column 2. And right now column 3 is empty, but the space for it is clear. We can also see the 3 white zones in our ruler at the top. So we know we have our 3 columns with the margins in between. In our Microsoft Word, we see the margins, the orientation, and the size in the web version. If we look instead at our downloadable app version, that same page setup section is where we'll find our column options. So there's options for 2 or 3 equally spaced columns, a narrow left-hand column, a narrow right-hand column, and then we can look at more column options with that menu. For LaTex, it is possible to do the columns on the web. But LaTex, because it's a markup language, it's very powerful. We have to use packages, or the add-ons, to say what we want to do, because there's actually a very extensive amount of options. One of them is multi-col. That is needed to produce multiple columns. And now that we have that, after our title page, we can say multi-column as a command. While that has its uses, it might be easier to say begin multi-cols, and then say we want 3 columns, we'll put it there. Now these red lines are saying because we have a begin, we also have to end. So we could say multi-columns, and yes, it's filling in that type of option that we didn't have. So now when we recompile and take a look at our document, we can see right in that table of contents it's squeezed over into one of 3 columns. The others are a little less obvious aside from having that chapter title. The title goes to the next line. But yes, we do have 3 columns. One option that we have that can make that a little more obvious is to use the blind text passage. And then inside our subsection, instead of just having normal text, we can issue the blind text command. Now this text is fairly common when you're typesetting. It's a standard set of gibberish, this lorem ipsum dolor sit anet. It's not at all uncommon to have that appear when you're working with typesetting another text. It's just something that people do. We can even put it in a bunch of times. And this will give us a better picture of how our 3 columns look. So I believe it's actually Latin. I'm not sure if it means anything, but it's there. And we can also, with this, clearly see our bound and our bound formatting, where our odd and even numbered pages have different margins.